Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Obscure Toy Files. I'm your host, Boggs, and this is Boggs' Hand. And today we're looking at Kenner's 1992 Aliens Space Marines Vasquez figure. I found this over at Milo Toys in Oakdale yesterday, and I was very excited to see it, and for only $15. I was like, holy crap. Now, I was in 91, 92 when this line came out, I was huge into Kenner Aliens. I never saw the movies, but I was really fascinated with the whole, like the aliens, how they were attached to something and then they become like a bull alien or a gorilla or a scorpion, and then they started making them like a praying mantis alien, snake alien, rhino alien. They were really cool. I loved them. I remember getting them for Christmas, birthday. It was like my progression, like it was going on kind of like Hand in Hand with Ninja Turtles, but these were cool. Now, this, from what I understand from doing some research online, there were three Space Marines that never got released here in the United States of America. They did see release in other countries like Europe and whatnot. This, I think, is the European card, because you can tell because it says like three different, there's multiple languages on the other side. I'm pretty sure that's German. And you can see here on the card back, let's see. Focused in. Okay. Yeah, so that's the other ones. That's Vasquez, which we see here. Her missiles, apparently, changed them not to be red. And then there's Hudson and O'Malley. Hudson is a retool of Sergeant Apone, which you can see over there on the other side. And O'Malley is a retool of Hicks. So their bodies are the same, but they have new heads. So clearly all the new tooling for this wave went into Vasquez, which makes sense because she was a short woman in the movie. She was badass in the Aliens movie, like the second one, Aliens, where all these Marines came from. So getting her as a figure, I mean, just look at this card back. I had all of these, except Drake was the last one I got. I got him a KB on clearance because I couldn't find him. I had the Power Loader, I had the Stinger XT-37, I had the Electronic Hover Tread, which is a funny vehicle because the thing that makes the noises inside the hover tread is actually like something from G.I. Joe and or Transformers. It's like a little box, and it literally is the same exact thing. Let's take it up here. Look at the top of the package. Now the Gorilla Alien, Scorpion, and Bull Alien, those were all in Series 1, along with the Alien Queen. And then Series 2, I believe the Flying Alien Queen might have showed up in the end of Series 2. I had her. She was awesome. The Queen Facehugger was awesome. I had every one of these. I literally, but I only had one of each. I didn't troop build them because I didn't know you could do that. ATAX was cool because he was supposed to, he was disguised as an alien, which I thought was neat. It was a fun line. I've sold them years ago. The only thing I still have is a Snake Alien because my son likes it. But I would, if I was to go back into the line, I might grab the Flying Queen because I really liked that one. And maybe I would troop build the Mantis aliens. I did buy a Killer Crab alien for my son, but he threw it across the room and apparently broke off his head. So, I don't have any aliens presently to show you. But like I said, I was able to get this. The little European Friendly Lion. Yeah, so what's interesting also is that the other Aliens figures came with comics, but she comes with a bio data card, number 18, Vasquez. So I'm interested in opening this up to see exactly what that bio data card says. So you can see her on the packaging. Looks just like her from the movie. She's got her dog tags, rolled up, no sleeves, badass chick. Got a cool looking gun. Actually looks like one of the guns they'd use in the movie. And then this missile launcher, which is pretty nuts. They don't have any text on here on how to do it. So what I understand is it clips onto the back. You load the missiles, and then that little lever there, that's how you shoot them. It's like a slide thing. So as you slide that, here's I can show you. As you slide that little lever, it makes the missiles so you can shoot all three of them or one at a time. It can rotate around, so it's cool. It's a neat gimmick. Nothing bad about it. Let's see. Zoom a little closer. So we're gonna cut her open. We're gonna defile the card because, again, I saw they also had O'Malley there. They had O'Malley there on a European card like this, and he was $70. And then they had Hudson there on an American card where it was like, which apparently were sent. Those were sent to Australia. A lot of them didn't get, like, they didn't. Nobody picked. No retailers really wanted to sell these because the kids wanted the aliens. They didn't care so much about the Marines. So these figures didn't do so well. So she's one of those, like, but they're not extremely hard to get. And also, I don't think really people collect this line like as vehemently as you would think. So we're gonna see if we can slice this open along the bottom and not injure anything. Mostly myself, as my arm takes up the whole shot. I'm cutting it. It's too much. No. Yeah, because the Hudson figure I saw at Milo's, that's on a traditional bubble. Which I'll try to do some post-editing right here. And you can see how, I'll move my hand. You see how the packaging is different. But this isn't bad. It's just more streamlined, which is fine. So let's free her from her cardboard prison, along with all the missiles. So many missiles. Oh, there we go. Vasquez fell out. I have to cut up the box a little more. I'm going to go on this side. Yeah, the problem also with these types of bubbles is that it's hard to get shit out. Oh, okay, let me rephrase that. If you're trying to keep the card back intact, it's hard to get shit out. Is this taped in? Of course it is. You bastards. There we go. Whew, Jesus. Okay. Because if I keep the bubble intact, I can always, put it in later. The back's, it's cool. It's like a doorway they're coming out of. All right, so let's check out this bio card, which is taped up with really old tape. I think I opened it. Did I open it? Okay. Okay. It's just a thick card. It's not like a playing card, but it's not even a baseball card size. Number 18 Biodata Vasquez. Okay, let's see. We can read. Specialty Advanced Weapons Specialist, Home Planet Earth. Background Marine Corps, born and bred, streetwise, and trained to kill. Quote, to protect, to serve, to blast away. So now that's neat, because they didn't really have, I don't know if they had bio cards for them. They all came with comics. I actually still have them, which is so funny, because I sold all the figures and the aliens and forgot to give them the comics, so I have a stack of them from the books, like from the figures you'd get. So let's take a look at Vasquez and check her out. Typical 90s, face sculpts. But we don't get a lot of female action figures, especially back then. So getting her at all is really cool. And she was like a badass. If you watch the movie, she was one of the last Marines to die. Really, she kind of gave it her all, definitely. The date on her leg says 93. So she was made 93. Yeah, so she's I was 13 at the time when this came out. Yeah, she's got 5 POA standard type of figure. The pose I don't always like because it can be a pain in the ass to stand things up. Let's bring the camera down, which we're now at action figure height, and we need to be able to see this better. It doesn't stand up too bad. I'm sure Kenner also designed this so that the get out of here that the missile launcher would act as a counterbalance, because this thing is big, and these missiles are they're pretty huge. So if you want to just kind of use her as a regular character, you got her cool rifle, which looks a lot like the ones from the movie. Not 100% like it, but definitely pretty cool. And it can fit in either one of her hands. We're going to put it in this one. So it's pretty awesome. Aliens everywhere. This might be a good arm too, because it goes underneath a little bit. It's not too bad. They did a good job on the head sculpts. I mean, it's so funny that in this time period, making action figures from basically an R-rated movie is, Terminator. It's just whatever, it's fine. It's okay, sure it is. And then we have her triple missile launcher thing, which has a clip here, and it has a ratchet joint, so it can go And then this flips up. And then you got this big beastie missile launcher. And these click in like that. It's crazy. It looks almost like a hand. Okay. This is like something, like she's literally carrying something that you can put on the back of a car. Like this is like a car mounted missile launcher, but she's got it. So yeah, I'm fine. Like honestly, if anybody was gonna rock this thing, I would think it would be Vasquez because she's pretty badass. Yeah, so then you can tilt it up and down. You can rotate it this way, so she could be like, obviously fall over immediately. Some poses may require hand support. I would think all of them will require hand support with this thing. So you can use it as a missile launcher. Maybe it's a giant hand she can control telepathically, smack aliens away, and shoot missiles at them. Yeah, definitely hand support required on this one. Like I can't even, even with the the surface underneath it being kind of hard. It's not gonna. Oh no, if you could. No, not like that. No. Or it could be a jetpack. I shot one of the missiles. I didn't realize. That's funny. Let's see, put that back in. Okay, so we're going to pretend that Trapjaw here, we're going to pretend Trapjaw is an alien, because that's what I happen to have handy. We're going to bring this back up, whoop, just so you can see how the feature works. Now, for what it says from looking at other packages, now, also, as a quick reminder, Vasquez, O'Malley, and Hudson did get a release in the United States, but not in these colors. You could find them in KB. There was 5 KB 2-packs, and what they did was they took Hicks and Drake, I think, and then they had them pair off against the aliens, and then they took Vasquez, Hudson, and O'Malley, made the colors more like muted, not so like bright and colorful. Like O'Malley didn't have like a neon yellow grabbing claw, but the colors work though. They all look more like they're more muted tones. So you can get them. They're not expensive. You can find those 2-packs, but to get the actual versions like this, how they were supposed to be, those can be a little bit more pricey. But apparently not. Apparently not Vasquez. It was like $15. I was when I walked in there and saw this hanging with the rest of the alien stuff, I almost jumped over into the next aisle to grab it. I was like, wait, I go, hold on, it's hanging in the aisle with the rest of them? How much is it? It's 15. I'm taking this. This is coming home with me. Where is Trapjaw? Okay. So let's see how this missile launcher feature works. From what I understand, you can just slide this over. We'll begin our volley of missiles. 1, 2, 3. That's freaking cool. So you can just shoot one off at a time, which is useful. Because, this is something that's really unique amongst, like, spring-loaded weaponry for this time period. Like, this is literally like, all right, say we just want to, like, rain fire on the Trapjaw. Blitz. Missiles like crazy. There is no escaping that. No, this is what's really cool. Like, most of the times when you have missile launchers, spring-loaded missile launchers were huge in the 90s. Almost every toy had them. And when you're sitting here rocking a missile launcher that can shoot 3 missiles at a time, that's crazy. Most of them didn't do that. Like, this is completely unheard of. And the technology on how this thing works is actually pretty good. Like, I was like, again, here's the thing. I've often said this, but I don't really talk about it too much. I might have mentioned it during the RoboCop review. But basically, Kenner killed it when it came to spring-loaded missile launchers. Like, if you wanted something that was spring-loaded, you would go with Kenner. Kenner would just always deliver. There was never really a problem on it being like it wouldn't work. I remember I had Exo Squad toys from Playmates, and they were bad. Like, they would always, the missiles would like just come off and like shoot me in the face for no reason. Take this, Trapjaw. Oh, he's down. Yeah, so Vasquez from the 1983 Kenner, Space Marine Vasquez, sorry, from the 1983 Kenner Aliens line, is a cool figure. If you're a fan of Aliens and the Kenner toys, it's right up Vasquez. Gonna kick some ass. Wrong scale. I gotta get my RoboCop. I'm getting a Kenner itch lately. So I've been seeing some Kenner. I saw this as a Kenner figure. I go, I gotta get it. So again, if you have an opportunity to pick this girl up, I would definitely do it. Because it's a lot of fun. Like this missile launching gimmick alone is like, doof, doof, doof. Like you couldn't do that. I'm sorry if I sound like so enamored by this, but you didn't have multiple missiles. Like it was literally like what you back in the day would be. Hold on a sec. Okay, all right. I got my missile. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Right, the fact that you have 3 shots is bananas to me. And the fact that you could just do, and like, dude, are you kidding? What alien wouldn't get blown apart by getting 3 robotic finger missiles launched at them? Like, cool set, lots of fun. Again, if you're a fan of Aliens and you wanted to get some of these Marines, if you don't have the opportunity to pick up this European version of Vasquez, please look up on eBay the 2-packs that KB sold. I remember seeing them back in the day, I think. I just didn't buy them for whatever reason. I think because I wanted them in their original colors. So being able to get her with her blue headband and her blue armband and her red top and everything else, it's a lot of fun. I think it looks good that they had the red missiles on the original. Like the original one with the red missiles looks actually pretty good. But and the gun was black. But it's a deal breaker. O'Malley, I definitely want to get O'Malley because I think he's kind of neat. And Hudson, I have to get Hudson because game over, man. Game over. Game over, man. That was so crazy. He was like, again, I might be getting back into this line a little bit. But what I'm trying to do now as a collector is I'm trying to get things I never got to get when I was a kid. Because there's not a lot of that stuff left. And Vasquez definitely falls into that category because I never found her because she was never released here. Except for that KB pack. So again, this is Kenner Aliens. Let's see if I can get Vasquez to stand up. I don't know. Okay, we're good. Kenner, I tip my hat to you. No strings. Okay. Vasquez is standing up with this missile launcher pack of insanity. And yeah, good on Kenner, man. Good stuff. All right, so this was Kenner's 1993 Aliens Space Marine Vasquez. Please like and subscribe below. I try to post the videos whenever I find something new to talk about. This is obscure, but it is not unlicensed and unique. But a lot of the stuff, like the missile launcher, is unique. It's still a Kenner toy, and I'm also putting it into the obscure categories, and not a lot of people know about her. Oh, just as a fun note, the artwork, there's red missile launchers coming off of there on the artwork. She's ready to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and she is all out of bubblegum. Card art isn't bad either. Good stuff, man. All right, this is Boggs signing out. Oh, crap.